Buongiorno world. Welcome back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I do appreciate very much. Today's show or demonstration, or call it what you want, is gonna be solely dedicated to Blanche Boenzaier, who is on the other side of the world in Sweden. Thank you for always being my friend and supporting me in everything I do, but especially when it comes to making pasta. Woo! So today there's going to be a lot of this, and of course a lot of mamma mias. Today's dish that we are going to make is called Rosette di pasta, which is an excellent way to use some of your leftovers in the fridge. There's not really a lot of rules regarding this. You can put in it whatever you like, which is the freedom pasta always gives us. It's definitely, as long as there is a good marriage between your sauce and your pasta shape, then the rest is up to you, which is fantastic, I'd say. Take some time to knead your dough so that you can work your gluten to make it more elastic. It isn't always necessary to use all the flour. It depends on how big your eggs are, and also the humidity in the air can affect how much your flour absorbs or how much you're going to need. So that's why we do it on the surface, so that you can get rid of the excess flour. You will feel that the dough is the right consistency. If you feel your pasta is ready, wrap it in cling film and let it rest for 30 minutes. While our pasta is resting, we can get the rest of our ingredients ready. I've got my ham here, I grated some cheese, my caramelized red onions. I've soaked my dried mushrooms, which is black trumpet mushrooms, some porcini, some chantarelli and shiitake mushrooms. That's a mix that I buy in the stores, and then made the bechamel. Our bechamel is going to be a bit more liquid than you would make it for most dishes. So now you've got your layer or sheets of pasta, which I roll until the second last hole of the machine. The last hole is a bit too thin in my opinion for this dish. Sorry, I forgot to mention, you need a pizza cutter, something to cut your pasta. Mamma mia! Right, so we are going to put our two layers or sheets next to each other, on one on top of the other. Take a little bit of water and just put it on the edge of your one layer to stick the top layer to the bottom layer. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our bechamel and with the spoon just put a small thin layer, mamma mia, a thin layer on the pasta sheet. Not too much, because we are going to roll this. Then start putting your toppings or your filling. We've got our ham. You can break it up in smaller pieces, but you can also just put it on a whole slice just like that. We have got our chopped and soaked dried mushrooms. Sprinkle some of that around. Make sure that you soak it, if you're using dry mushrooms, make sure you soak it enough so it softens up a lot, so you don't, because again they can be quite chewy, especially shiitake, if you do not soak it enough. There we go. And then I've got my onion. I'm going to just, after a minor technical error and a major pandemic, I couldn't do the most important part of my demonstration for you guys because my camera cut me off, and I struggled to find flour, so I couldn't really risk not finishing this video. So I, as the performer, knows the show must go on. So I've decided to ask my subscribers if they could please use their imagination in the following. We were putting our onion onto our pasta. We were layering all our fillings or toppings onto it, spreading it out evenly. And now what we're going to do is we are going to roll the pasta from this side. Just roll it lightly, don't roll it too tight. There is our heavenly dish, Rosette di pasta, ready to be placed in the oven and baked for, I'd say, 30 minutes, so the pasta cooks through and it gets nice and crispy on top. Let's do it!